Junkyard gang.
JYG.
What's up, y'all? It's Lord Antics. Who we
Disco
got?
Boogie.
You got the host of the Junkyard Gang show.
I'm Chad.
I'm Brad.
Work.
As you can see. First and foremost, hold up, we got the our wives in the building. Hello.
Ah, hey.
Back there.
Studio audience.
Studio audience. That boy
You
Mahalo.
feel me? Atmosphere.
Yes, sir.
We started in the house. Now we're here.
Yeah. So right now we want to give you this episode is brought to you in part by Boulevard Brand, Dancewear and Accessories. Cop the Rounds t-shirt. This is also one of his t-shirts too, Boulevard Brand. But he has a new t-shirt. She actually has it on. Go ahead and get the camera on that shirt right there. It's
live in the studio.
Yeah.
Live in the studio.
Rounds off. That's his newest shirt. For online, it's $15 at his store. Boulevard Brand at storeenvy.com. storeenvy.com. More clothing. And he also wants to give you guys a special attention. He says, send a dope dance picture with a Boulevard Brand item onto the William Boulevard Jones Facebook page. You could be selected to be presented on the Boulevard Brand online store. Your fan art can also be listed. We appreciate all the support. If you haven't already, please like the Boulevard fan page on Facebook. Updates and items will be listed there. Go to boulevardbrand.storeenvy.com to view upcoming items. The world is ours, Boulevard Brand team. Let's get the show started. First things first. What do we have to talk about? It's a lot of topics to talk about in this here.
Shout out to the Crumpers, man.
Shout out to them Crumpers, man.
Without y'all, we wouldn't be doing this.
We really wouldn't. I mean, because this is a Crump. This is a Crump show, you know.
Well, first thing we can talk about
this Miss Prissy and Tight Eyex situation is very open. We just gonna jump into it.
Let's get to it.
Because see, I have mixed feelings about this. There's a lot of emotions to play off of this. It really shouldn't even be emotional at all. But I don't know. It's just a lot of mistakes happen in this situation itself. You know, like judging by the footage. Let's take it to the front of the congregation. What? To me, did it look like a choke to you?
Yeah and no.
Yeah and no.
Yeah, I kind of understand what was going on. However, I don't really know if I 100% agree with it. You know what I'm saying?
What do you not agree with? What was going on?
Just, it's just certain things that, like that causes controversy. You know what I'm saying? Like what we got going on the Crumpers page right now. People are still debating if it was a choke, if it was legal. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when did Dez catch that ball or not? It's kind of on the same line.
I believe he did. That was a bad call on the ref's part.
All right. Whatever. But
hey, they got them 360 cameras. You can see everything, man. That boy caught that ball.
Alright, well,
boy caught that ball.
If he caught that ball, then they didn't deflate them.
We deflating balls anyway.
So, like I was saying, I really don't think that just because of the controversy that it caused. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's just one of those things. Like it's gonna be debated. People gonna feel how they feel. People gonna say what they say. You got people who feel like it's crump. You got people that feel like it ain't crump. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was crump. But
you have to respect, I guess, both sides to a certain extent, but I just think the way that it came out is what made all the controversy.
Yeah, I think the initial post by Miss Prissy, it just seemed very dramatic. When I first heard it, I was like, I mean, just by reading it, of course there was a lot of emotions in it just by reading it. You're on an emotional roller coaster. Mm-hmm. To me, I saw another Bill Cosby case. I saw a cry for rape. That's just what I saw.
No choking outside the bedroom. That's been the thing.
And the only reason, like, I have respect for Miss Prissy. I have respect for Miss Prissy. that post just initially I think it killed what the battle could have been had that post not have been there in the first place.
It definitely was something that needed to happen.
Yeah.
World,
but with
right
it being
now.
with them having that much beef or that much history in the first place, at the end of the day, I don't think the battle should have just happened. Like if I'm at a point where I don't know how I'm gonna react in the battle, like I don't know if I can keep it crunk, I just won't battle. Cause that situation already happened before, actually quite recently, when we finally talked, I mean, we both came to the conclusion that it was best we just didn't battle because we didn't know how we was gonna handle it. We didn't know if we was up to boxing. We was, you know what I'm saying? And once it came down to it, when you're in a situation where you don't know if you can keep it crunk, I just don't think you should battle, especially when it's a man and woman. Like that's just weird.
I mean, in this situation, it was kind of different because like it wasn't a set up battle. Like it wasn't pre-planned. You know what I'm saying? Where they could be like, well, maybe.
Do you think she was set up?
This. Yeah.
Like actually set up?
Like CIA set up.
Like CIA set up?
Like how they set up Martin Luther King to get shot.
Because at first I was thinking like why would she even be there by herself in the first place?
Because she came to show him some love.
Came to show him some love?
He just got back, you know what I'm saying? That's what the overall
that was his welcome back.
That was his comeback from India.
India.
I heard, you know what I'm saying?
He was killing out there in India.
Gone forever, I guess.
How long you got to be out in India to get a welcome back session? Don't nobody welcome me back. Do anybody welcome you back?
Yeah, I went to work and don't nobody welcome me back.
Boys be out getting that paper. Don't get no welcome back. We be handling life, bro.
Oh, real life.
But, okay, so the fact that she felt comfortable enough to be there by herself says a lot.
Yeah.
So.
On her part.
So, wasn't they just cool, though? Like at because didn't they judge an event?
Nobody knows the truth.
Nobody knows the truth. Okay.
I mean, we only get what we hear. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's story is gonna be everybody's story. So that I mean, from
because they had judged the world of dance.
I'm told that they were okay. They were fine. Yes, they did judge the world of dance.
I thought that was a good look for Crump.
Of course.
It was a good look for Crump. You got two
OGs.
Everybody know.
That's the OGs.
Everybody know that they have some kind of controversial history. Like when it come to him and Miss Prissy and Lil C and hell, even sometimes
it's one of the things that came to a head. You know what I'm saying? But the way that it came to a head, like maybe it should have been done before, or like maybe he should have called her out and gave them a chance to actually set up a for real battle. So okay. I think that the results of it would have been different if it would have been more like
anticipated
in the future. Like she know instead of coming to the session.
But she don't really battle like that.
Yeah, but still, she would have battled though. Like just like she battled him that day. I think if they would have set it up, like she would have battled him still.
You think so?
You know what I'm saying? And I think the results would maybe have been different. Yeah.
You think she would have got off on him? You think she would have killed him off?
I don't know about that. I mean, I said she wouldn't. We don't know. But I'm saying, like, it would have still been a better battle. I don't think we would be going through the controversy that we're going through because it was set up the way that it was set up.
Right.
I mean...
Well, that's that's nothing we can actually prove. But we can see.
This is true.
And what actually went down and what the whole point of it was the hands around the neck. Did you? I thought it was mighty coincidental that the camera went down as soon as Tight Eyex allegedly. We seen it.
I mean,
as soon as he put it on the camera, it's enough for you to see it,
man.
But why the whole time the camera clear as day showing 2 feet above the head, 2 feet below the feet. But when the choke happens.
His arm got tied. That's all.
He cut him the benefit of the doubt.
I mean, that's some Illuminati. All got tied. He had to pick it back up and catch it. I don't know, man.
You think the cameraman knew that was about to happen?
Conspiracy, Illuminati. I don't know.
You think that was plotted, and it was like, yo, I'm about to do this, and
At this time, when you see me do this, I'm a choker. I want you to put the camera down.
That's what I think happened too, man.
What I don't understand is, though, that the post that was posted from Miss Prissy was about the choke, and mainly about the choke. And it made it seem like it happened. And then as soon as it happened, she stole off on him. It was like way later.
Yeah, because she smiled about it.
It was
she
way
smiled,
later. Like,
and she was clapping, I think. And then she was like, you know, keep showing out. Or you keep showing out in front of your friend. I don't know. I didn't. It was something of that nature where she didn't take it too heavily at that point in time. But
it was just
somehow in the next
scene.
round.
The whole scene was what probably really got to her. Like,
yeah.
The way it was set up, the way it went down. You know what I'm saying? All of this hearsay, she say, you know, it was set up to where she probably felt some type of way at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like she felt. I think she felt embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? By the whole situation. The choke was probably like the icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, he did like the little hat thing. So that was just like, okay,
that's when she stole off on him. But okay, so here's my thing. In the initial choke, she didn't. It was clear as day that it didn't faze her. Maybe to the point where she wanted to be physical. Nah, she was, but my question, my question was, by the time you get on Facebook and make the post, if you felt embarrassed or some type of way about the fact that he's getting off on you or trying to show out, why highlight the fact that he did a choke gesture on you? Or just the fact, I'm gonna say what she said. She said that he put his hands on a woman. If that's, it's clear as day that part is not what bothered her. Mm-hmm. So why highlight that in that post when that post could have been about the fact that she felt set up? That would have been, like, in my eyes, more logical.
Emotions running high. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a whole situation that happened. You feel embarrassed. Like, you're gonna highlight the stuff that people naturally highlight the stuff in their story that's gonna make people side with them. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna make people be like, "Oh, okay, you did this and you did that." You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what happened. You know what I'm saying?
If Miss Prissy felt violated, by the hand gesture. And felt like that was overboard. But before that, in the previous round, which probably made him do that in the first place, she was kicking his ass.
She was beating his ass up.
That was crump violence.
She was beating his ass up.
She jumped on him. She stole off on him. In her mind, she was jumping that nigga. In her mind, probably in his mind, she was an octopus. In his mind, like, cause she going everywhere. She jumped on him, slapped him upside the head.
Like, yeah, she was quite aggressive. She definitely went back.
Only
to
thing,
the rise
if she had a knife, he'd be dead.
Yeah, he'd have been done for.
But let's not focus on that. Let's focus on the fact that he made
on the punch. Oh, you okay? I'm going too fast.
Yeah, let's focus on the fact that. Over the top part,
she jabbed the crap out of him though.
Was a 0.5 millisecond choke hand gesture.
Is it because of how it happened?
Because he was buck when he did it.
It was a high point in his crump. You know what I'm saying? It put her on, like, it highlighted the whole. You know what I'm saying? The whole round. You can tell, like, when he did that, like, the whole round changed.
Because it was a kill off.
The whole round changed. You know what I'm saying?
That would have been a kill off to anybody.
So naturally, because of that, and with how it all happened, remember in the footage they had to put Miss Prissy first round, something, because this was like all of that.
I actually don't believe
factor in what
I think they could have recorded a long time ago. They seen that. They seen
a factory.
They seen that lady dancing. They didn't have to record that late. They didn't even have to put that little clip up where she was just on one leg making a face.
It was edited like
that wasn't even around.
Nah,
why did they even show that?
Nobody knows the truth again. Nobody knows the truth again.
That whole thing, it should have just went a whole nother way in my head. But the fact that it happened though,
it happened,
and she posted about it, and what that post brought out was two things. man beaters. But the people woman beaters.
Shout out to Tight Eyes and Strangle Eyes.
The strangler eyes.
Who made that post? Kanye said Tight Eyes was innocent.
Kanye did said it. He said it. He
tweeted.
said it.
He tweeted that Tight Eyes was innocent. So I mean,
Kanye keep up with this, bro.
I mean, Kanye. We talking about Kanye.
You saw the little check mark next to it. But
all caps too.
All caps. That boy was excited. That was a win for black people. That was a win.
That was a win for the guys.
That was a win for the fellas.
That was a win for the fellas.
That was a win for the big fellas.
It was solidified by Yeezy. It was solidified by Yeezy that Tight Eyes was innocent.
But what was I finna say?
I don't remember.
It brought out the fact that what that post brought out was woman beaters, because you had people who agreed with Tight Eye's way who didn't even see the battle yet. The footage wasn't even out yet. And you had people already siding with Tight Eyes.
Oh, those riders.
Those
riders. If you ain't never see the footage, you already
If you ain't even see the footage, you are a dick rider. I want you to go back. Here's what I want the people on the conference page to do.
No one is safe.
If you made a comment or a post defending Tight Eyes before you saw Tight Eye's actions, that's Tight Eyes with an X at the end. You are a dick rider, and you do not care for the truth. We're not on
Facebook, so we can't post or tag people. But if you know who you are. You know who you are. If you did it, you.
Now that's to say that brought out. It also brought out Miss Prissy dick riders. Because you had people siding with Prissy, who wasn't there.
We gotta call them pussy poppers.
Pussy poppers.
Call them pussy poppers.
You had people who sided with her
before
they didn't even see the footage.
Before they saw the footage.
Nobody
before
said
they saw the footage.
Nobody said, hold on, guys. Let's take a second. Where's the footy? Nobody said where the footy. No, there was no hashtag where's the footy. Couldn't have been down south because we'd have had that up immediately.
Say, I want to say something too. That was the fastest footage I've ever seen drop.
Where the fuck is Project and Concrete battle? Who else battled that night? Show Off and who?
I don't even remember, but
it was probably
footage is up. But y'all made sure that this footage got, and it was edited. So that means somebody else has all the other footage that we want to see. Okay. That's because the only footage that really matter is from the Dirty South. So
real talk. Anywho,
hey, post your comments about this. We gonna leave it alone. We're not gonna talk about it too long. Like after everybody's seen the footage, like give us your honest opinion. Hashtag Junkyard Gang, JYG. You know what I'm saying? I want to know.
Pass me that Coke and rum. Hey, shout out to Bacardi.
Hey.
And shout out to
We're not sponsored yet. You can't do that.
It's all right. We might be. You don't never know. You don't never know stuff like that.
Shout out to the man behind the camera telling us we ain't sponsored yet.
Alfan Goddard.
That guy.
I'm just
AKA cutoff gloves.
We just call him Todd.
I've never seen the insides of his hands. He always has gloves on.
He does. That's his signature move.
I think something's wrong with the inside of his hands. He always has. Look.
Are your hands burned on the inside?
Hey, look. Oh. He used those to play with himself. Look, he got holes in the gloves. He skied off too much. Y'all better.
That's probably what it is.
Hey, babe.
Camera guy.
My big homie.
Did you answer? Because we need a live interview. We need a whole live interview.
Right now. Go ahead,
call that lady back.
Let's go.
Call her back.
Look,
call her
she
back.
on the line trying to figure it out. Look, she got something to say.
We just want to ask her because we want clarification. We don't want anything misconstrued.
Go tell her that. Go talk to her there.
Now we are speaking our opinions.
She want to talk on here. Hey, real tight. Hey, right now we might have Miss Prissy on the phone. Hold on, we trying to get this clarification first. So hold on.
Right now though, while we waiting on her to get her on the phone, if she does, we want to open the question of, okay, how do y'all? Does this change battles for men and women in general? Like,
I think it definitely puts.
Because the petty level was over 9,000.
I think it definitely puts like a damper on Crump now. Because now when you have these gender battles.
She with it, y'all want to talk to her now?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, hold on. Exclusive right now.
We have an exclusive
Miss
interview
Prissy.
with Miss Prissy.
Right now. Junkyard gang.
Miss Prissy, hello.
What's up?
This is Lord Antics, and you have Disco Inferno, and we live on the Junkyard gang.
Hey, what it do, Prison?
Okay, so we talking about your situation, right?
Yeah, talk about it.
Tell us what happened in your mind. What's going
Prissy
on?
the show. First interview.
What's going on, Prissy?
You know what's so funny right now? Me and TightEyex are texting each other back and forth.
Did he apologize?
What'd you say?
Did he apologize? He apologized before. He might do it again. Did he apologize?
No, I mean, you have to understand, like, I think, hold on, yes, I am. Yes, you can have some ice cream.
Mama first.
I understand. I know, I got it, you know.
Yeah.
Prissy.
Everybody has been hitting me all day about the topic, but I'm busy. Like, everybody knows I be doing all kind of shit. I've been on set all day. I'm tired.
Yeah.
So, the homie called me and was like, Prissy, you really need to pay attention to what's going on. Like, go on the page. So I see that TightEyex 6 hours ago posted some shit, and it just made me laugh because I know that I got under your skin. You don't be on Facebook, nigga. You know you don't be on Facebook.
Yeah.
You out here giving me the round.
You don't
That's
do no
cool.
Facebook.
What do you think made him give you the rounds in the first place?
I think what made Chaz give me the rounds, he gave me the rounds. I'm not mad about it, but I got off on that nigga too.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Point blank, period. At the end of the day, I came to his session for one reason and one reason alone, to thank him because I booked a job in India because he was over there talking highly about me. If you notice, I came to the session alone.
Yeah, that's what we was just talking about.
I came straight from school to get that nigga his props because Deidre called me, Crucial, was like, yo, it's an overhype tonight. I know you hit me asking if there was an 818, but it's an overhype. It's a welcome back session for Chaz. I said, oh, I'm about to go. I need to come and show this nigga the love anyway because we have been working on our relationship. He had just put me in contact with a director who wanted to do Rise Part 2 on me and him.
Am I going to be in it?
So, you could be, because I did tell old boy that he needs to, like, hit up. He had came and he had showed me what he had filmed already. But
Yeah.
I told him that I didn't really like it because it was still focused around me and TightEyex, and I didn't like that. I think it should be focused around the Crump community.
Right.
Like, what has transpired since that. Niggas already know who I am. Niggas already know who TightEyex is. It's time for people to know that Crump is in Africa, Crump is in Russia, Crump is everywhere.
Crump is in the South, bro. Yes, sir.
Southside. Worldwide.
But go ahead, my bad.
But I think, and this is my honest opinion, I think my wave was too much when I came in there. Like, honestly. Like, I came in, I was solo dolo. Deidre was with me, but she went back to the car because when we pulled up, we seen that it was a gang of people. And I parked hella far, so she had to go finish shit all the way back in the car. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll go in by myself. I ain't tripping.
You talking about Crucial?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I told her, well, I'm going to go in the session. I get in there, that shit was live. Nigga was really amped up in there. And the only session that I really get to go to is because I'm in school full-time now, I only get to go to the DC session. And I'm around that same vibration all the time.
Right.
So I'm like, cool, I'm going to come to the overhype because these niggas is exactly that name. They overhype. And I know they going to get me in a place. And when I got there, right when I walked in, niggas was hella live.
Yeah.
Hella live. That shit had me so amped.
Mm-hmm.
TightEyex danced, Dante danced, and then I danced.
Dante, what's that boy named? Dread? Yeah.
Fred.
Yeah.
Dante danced,
Friend.
then I danced.
Yeah.
And Dante could tell you because right after he danced, he was like, oh, okay, let's go, queen. Because niggas didn't even know I was there because I hadn't made myself even known like that yet. Right after I finished dancing, because I did TightEyex's old school move from Rise.
Which one? The one where he did that little shake?
Yeah, Yeah, when he was battling that nigga Baby Ninja.
Yeah. Classic.
And so when I was done when I was done with my first little lab up, I went up to him and I was like, "Hey nigga, did you like my round? That was for you. Welcome back." I asked him how was India. We couldn't really talk. It was live.
Yeah.
So I walked away. I started seeing niggas I ain't seen in a minute. Ruben walked through the session to come and give me a hug. Like, it wasn't no beef going on. That's why all of that shit kind of threw me to the left. Like, I didn't know what was going on. But it was whatever. So then, Tight Eyex started bucking again. And that shit, somebody screamed out, Tight Eyex done killed the session off. Can't nobody dance after that.
Right.
I said, nigga, I'm just as much of a vet as he is. I'm about to dance after that. Let's keep the momentum going. But I think that Tight Eyex took that action very personal, as though I came there to violate him. That was not it at all.
Do you think Do you think he misconstrued your first comment when you said that was for you, like as if?
No, not at all. Because me and him play like that all the time. We cake faking, doing shit that we used to do in the Tommy days. It's just that Tight Eyex reminds me of the popular nigga in school.
Yeah.
Until the new kid comes to school who's just as swaggy.
That's his territory. That's the overhype.
Right.
And that's his territory. I get it. My bad. I danced more than twice. My bad.
My bad.
I danced more than twice.
Like, my bad, though. Like, because I danced twice, that mean I want to battle you? If you notice, in the numerous amount of edits these niggas did in this video, which was just so funny to me, it made me laugh.
I don't even know why they put up. I was just saying, I don't even know why they put up your first, that like 10-second clip.
Yeah, because that's when I had danced right after the session was kind of dying, because he did kill the session off. I was trying to dance to make people keep dancing. Like, nah, fuck that. Just bucket here.
Yeah.
Tight Eyex is really dope, but as a crump community, you have to learn how to carry the momentum in the room.
True. It's a competitive nature. Like, I mean, just because I get it because I know that, you know what I'm saying, when you kill off the session, people are supposedly back in the day, I've seen where, you know, okay, people got to respect that kill off or whatever, but if you coming from you, Miss Prissy, you would be in that same caliber to keep the session going.
I think that it's my duty as a vet to make sure that I'm in a room with another vet and keeping up. That's my duty. Even if I'm tired, it is my duty to keep dancing. If another person that is in this room is sharing the exact same amount of time that we both have shared in crump, I should be in here dancing just as much as he is. But that I just had another baby. Right. If I showed up here, I should be able to dance tonight.
That's very true.
That's very much.
I agree with that. Now,
you feel me? And see, where it got fucked up at is because if you notice, when I was dancing, the music cut off. So I was like, all right, fuck it. I was tired anyway. I'm about to go to the window. I go to the window, and I see PC over there. Problem Child. I ain't seen Problem Child in a minute.
Shout out to Problem Child.
We trying to catch up. This is my nigga. Shout out to PC.
Yeah.
Then we talking. He's like, yo, Prissy, did you know Tight Eyex is trying to battle you right now? And I said, no, what do you mean? He tells me to turn around. I turn around, and it's a horseshoe of Tight Eyex and his minions, plus cameras.
No, man.
Not a horseshoe.
Millions, though.
You put, and here's the thing. I'm no Daisy. A nigga call me out, whether I'm ready or not, I'm catching the fade. In real life and in crump life. Right.
I think that's what we were just talking about.
We don't win everything. We don't win everything.
But you gonna tell her you ain't no punk.
I'm not about to back down from nobody.
Definitely not no punk.
Right on.
And so for me, I was just like, cool. And if you see it, I'm like, what, you trying to battle me? All right, fuck it, let's go. Let's go. Well, you know, and the whole time that he is dancing, he's talking shit to me. So I'm now at this point, okay, you're for real right now. Like, you mad and shit. Like, you mad.
So you thought he was hating on you?
Huh?
You thought he was hating on you, or at least that's what it felt like?
I just felt like I said, Tight Eyex does not like to share creative space with other creative people. This is the same thing that happened in the cartoon family. Why you think nobody from the first generation fucks with him?
I've heard that before.
I could call Mama Toon right now. I was on the phone with her all last night, and she said it. Prissy, stop looking for Tight Eyex to be somebody he ain't never been. He's always been egotistical, and he's always been a brat. It's a rap. Leave it alone. He doesn't want to be your friend. I'm like, yeah, but then if you don't want to fuck with me, don't send me connects. Don't talk highly about me when cameras ain't around. Don't do that. Don't fuck with me at all. I tell everybody, even though that nigga Tight Eyex be saying wild ass shit that's not true, I can never take away the fact that he is talented. And all I'm asking him to do in return is respect the fact that I'm a talented black African queen. Point blank, period.
Tell him again.
Crump. I don't need Crump to be talented. I've been talented before Crump was even evolved.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been a threat to this man, but obviously I am, because you over here on Facebook, you don't ever be on Facebook, nigga. You over here battling me like I'm a nigga in the street. Like, you're going mad. No, you did not choke me to the point where I was about to pass out, because if that was the case, I'd be in jail and he'd be dead. That's serious.
Right.
But the reality is for you to go so far as to take your hands and place them strategically around my neck, I thought we had a little more years than that.
And see,
even when I got off on Daisy at the Wonder Woman
I was just about to bring that up. I had a theory that before, you know, we obviously talking to you, I had a theory, just one of them, that was he doing this either out of spite, or was he doing it to get back at the fact that you was getting off on Daisy? What do you think? That's why I was trying to know, like, why do you think that he chose to go that route and call you out?
He said it was subliminals that she was doing.
I really don't know. Like, no, he thinks that he in his heart to heart, when I'm just texting him right now, he said that I came in there trying to battle him. That's on my children. That's not my motive.
Tight Eyex is a very paranoid person. I've learned that about him.
He's very paranoid. Like, come on, dude. You don't have nothing that I want. I don't want.
He got a real street mentality. That's just something I've noticed, that he thinks that he thought, you know how it's Tex in the South, right? He thought that Tex stood for Tight Eyes Killers.
No, he didn't.
No, he did.
On life.
He did. I promise.
He really thought that.
Why?
He really thought that we made a group about him.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why.
So when I found that out, I was like, oh, he's very paranoid.
Like, yeah.
I mean, tell me about it. And the thing is, I felt so molded when I got in the car. Like, dang, I didn't go. I thought it was going to go. I was coming over here to pay this man homage. And the funny thing is, earlier today, I talked to Whitney, and I sent her the email that the people sent me from India. And she was tripping, like, dang. Like, you really was going up there to thank him. Right. And right now, in the text, I thanked him again, and he just said, don't ever say I never gave you nothing. So you know that that's why I was coming up there. But you was mad because I was in there shining. You were mad. I'm a star just like you, Tight Eyex. It's okay. We can both be in the same room.
Where do you think? Where did all this come from? Like, where did the tension between you and him come from initially?
The tension between me and Tight Eyex came back in September of 1999. If you really want to keep it copacetic, he is the first nigga that I had ever battled.
Information.
He was the first dude you ever battled?
1999?
I had never done hip-hop dancing. I was a ballerina.
Right.
One of my students, because right out of high school I became a PE teacher. One of my students that I was teaching ballet to was a little boy. He told me he didn't want to take my class no more because he found this new shit called clown dancing. My mother never let me get into hip-hop. I was strictly a ballerina. I followed that little boy. He was only 13. I followed that little nigga to a motorcycle club. And because I looked so young, they thought that I was there to battle, to be on. And so what did they do? They threw Tight Eyex at me. I had never in my life hip-hop danced. I said, can he go first? Tight Eyex danced first. And because I'm really good, I have a graphic memory. I can look at stuff and be able to do it. I battled him, and I became a part of the crew. He was the captain of the dudes. I was the captain of the girls. And that was Lay Low Clown.
Lay Low Clown.
What happened after that is Tight Eyex started liking me. That's what happened. Tight Eyex started liking me. And I didn't like him. That's all it was. That's where it starts. You mad because In 1999, you tried to get at me, and I did not like you. You wanted me to be Lady Tight Eyes, and I told you, I'm good. I'm going to be LaDonia, because that was my clown dance name.
LaDonia?
You told your mom that you, like, hold up. You told your mama that you had a crush on me. Mama Eyes came and told me, and I told her, I'm cool, your son is young, and I'm not into guys like him.
So because you didn't give him the poom poom, you think this is all related because he couldn't get that action?
In all honesty, I could be reaching, but ever since that moment, you gotta understand, him and Little C were best friends.
Right.
So how you think he feel that I ended up with Little C and not him?
Oh, you was with Lil C?
I was with Little C for 6 years.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Like, you gotta understand, that's why everybody's telling me all these memes and people are doing this to me. I don't give a fuck, nigga. While y'all sitting there doing all that all day, I was making money. Y'all was talking about me, making me more popular. I went and checked my IMDb. That shit went up 25%. Thank you, Crunk World. Keep doing what you do. Because whether you talking good or bad, you still talking about the queen. Keep it up. I love you.
I feel you. Now let's fast forward just a little bit. About what, 15, 16, 17 years to 2016 of February. After the overhype, when you made the post the next morning, what made you post that? Because what I was just saying on the show was that it seemed a little over dramatic. I'm just being honest.
No, and that's why, and you know what? That was my bad. Because I'm like, damn, that's not nothing I should text. Because that's how relationships be getting fucked up. You overread the text. All I'm saying is this. I wasn't lying about that man putting his hands on my neck.
Technically, no.
That's not never cool. That's not never cool. I talked to Lady Crush. I said to her, I know your husband would not appreciate no man in this crunk community.
In the South, somebody would be shot.
Dead, killed.
Somebody would be shot. But go ahead.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P.
But because it's Miss Prissy, and I get it, I'm out here rough and tough like a nigga, so y'all gonna treat me like one. But at the end of the day, Tight Eyes knows exactly what I just got out of. I was in a domestic violence relationship, getting beat on all while I was pregnant. He has footage. Tight Eyes has footage of my ex hurting me while I was pregnant.
Whoa,
and I showed that to him in confidence, yes. I showed that to him. He reached his hand out to me and said that he would help me. So I don't understand where all this animosity is coming from. The only thing that I can think of is that you're mad that I danced at the overhype and I danced more than twice. That's it. Other than that, I don't know where it's coming from.
See, that puts a whole new perspective on why. Now, honestly, okay, after hearing that, I can honestly say, like, I don't see that as dramatic. I see that as, like, whiplash. Like, the fact that he even made that gesture, okay, and after what you've been through, I could see that now. I could.
Ask Valerie came out there to the South. It had only been 6 days that I had escaped my abuser. Valerie knows this.
Val knows this.
That's why when I came to the South, I chose to dance to the song that I danced to.
The Dirty event
that I was in.
You talking about the Dirty event?
Yes.
Dirty 2 coming up soon, just so y'all know. But go ahead.
Ow. Ow. So I mean, I just and not to say that should let him like have mercy on me or anything, but crunk is a hobby. Let's think about real life. Like, people out here really go through real life shit.
Yeah.
When he did that to me, it immediately took me back to a place that I didn't want to be at.
Right.
And even when he did it, I tried to laugh it off as though it didn't bother me. But
yeah, because he took a screenshot of that.
Like I told Valerie, I'm not about to sit back and act like that shit didn't hurt. That shit hurt my feelings, and it hurt when he grabbed my neck. But more than anything, it hurt my feelings that all the years that I have known this man, that you would do this. You would try to not battle me, but embarrass me. That was your goal. Battling me is one thing, but to tear me apart as a human being, as a black woman, the ruler of the universe, you gonna do that to me in public? I done battled Tight Eyex before at Miho's fucking birthday session.
Yeah.
Got off on this nigga. There were cameras, but I didn't even let nobody record that shit because I have that much respect for him.
I can understand that.
What me and him got ain't got nothing to do with the crump world. It's between me and him.
Yeah. See,
So
I
at
can
this
understand
point,
that mentality.
It's like, it is what it is. If that's how you feel about me, black man, do what you got to do. Just like I told him right now, while you sitting around here crumping your life away, make sure you go get your education together because you got to be able to offer your children more than just the bars when you do decide to have them.
So all this time, as a general population of the crump world, we're thinking that Miss Prissy with the post is the emotional one, but in perspective, based on what you're saying,
Deeper than that.
if you're talking about a man whose ego got the best of him and he's reacting off of his emotions, all right, I'm gonna need to talk to Tight Eyex. Cesare Willis, can we get a
Cesare LaRon.
Cesare LaRon? Brandon, can we get a call,
Brandon,
please?
can you call us, please?
We just need to hear his side, or what was not necessarily his side, but what was going on in his mind. Because after hearing what's going on in your mind, I can completely understand how things came out to be what they were. Because on one hand, it's like, okay, because I was just saying that I had a beef with somebody that I didn't know if I could keep it crump with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know if it could be crump or it could be the fade. So the fact that was even a situation, I just didn't battle him at all. So that's what I felt like, that's what I felt like when, okay, if Tight Eyex and Prissy got beef or whatever, or just tension, why would they battle in the first place? But you're telling me that, okay, you were completely caught off guard. It seems as though he was a little envious, or his ego, like I said, his ego got the best of him from the sounds of what you're telling me. How I can understand how this even became a battle in the first place, because you're Prissy, you're the queen of crump. So being in your position that you are, you're not gonna take nothing from nobody. You're gonna stand your ground as a crumper, as a woman. So all this stuff I'm understanding more into play and how it even became an issue in the first place. And then you also admitted, you know what I'm saying, you said my bad to the post. You can understand how that blew people out of proportion, because that post, I was just saying, that brought out two things. That brought out woman beaters and Tight Eyex dick riders. And even Miss Prissy dick riders. And the only reason I'm gonna say that is because pussy poppers is because so many people were siding with Tight Eyex and you before the footage even dropped. Now I can understand they have a relationship with, you know what I'm saying, the two of you or whatever, but me, I don't care who I got a relationship with. If I wasn't there, if I didn't see it with my own eyes, I'm gonna need some evidence. Not to say I wouldn't just have my person back, but I would definitely be like, okay, you're not finna put me in no situation, or I'm not finna post publicly shaming someone else without any evidence. And that the post that you made was very what's that damn word?
I'm gonna tell you. No. Can I tell you what it was?
What's up?
I'll be honest. You ready?
Yeah.
It was emotional. It was coming from a place where I was in disbelief at what just happened. It's one thing for me and you to battle, my nigga, but it was the way that it went down. You set me up. You set me up. You smiled in my face, and then when I turned around, when I thought we was cool, you lured me into your trap. You did. I was outnumbered. They packed me out just on the strength of it was Tight Eyex lovers and nobody in there that fucked with me. And I still worked through that shit. I did.
Right.
I worked through that shit. Tell me one female that could have handled what I was going through in that room.
True.
Understand that I was alone, and you could see that. And I stood my ground. And when that nigga utterly disrespected me after he already put his hands around my neck and slid his hat across my face, that's when he got hit with the Louisiana chicken two-piece.
Right.
And I would have thought that nigga even crazier
because
if these niggas Man, listen.
Now the only props I give Tight Eyex is for
two-piece.
yeah, we gonna copyright that. The only props I would give Tight Eyex in that situation was the fact that he kept his composure, because as a man, and so many, and this is why I say this brought out woman beaters, because so many people was like, oh, that couldn't have been me. That would have been a whole different situation. I think that the fact that he got Louisiana, what was it called? Louisiana
chicken.
Louisiana chicken two-piece like that publicly, and having the status that Tight Eyex has.
That second one was a stanger.
Yeah, it was. The only reason I could give him props is because he did handle that part the way he was supposed to as a man. Now you have a lot of people who say, nah, that couldn't have been me. That bitch would have got slapped or something. Even Spartan said in the video he was gonna slap the shit out of you. What the fuck was up with that? Anyway, I'm not going to Spartan.
He would have lost his whole life in that very blink of an eye.
But where was I going with that? I was going somewhere with that.
I don't know.
Hey, I was on the road with that shit. I was on the road with that shit.
It was good.
Yeah, the fact that, the fact that, what you call it, that he even handled that, that's the only part I give him respect from. But listening to you to this story, from your perspective, I can completely understand how or why you even reacted the way you reacted. But what I was going to call your post was transparency, because you have a right to your emotions. You have a right to feel how you want to feel about anything. There's no one else to judge. Everybody else has their opinions. That's cool. But so do you. So you were living that situation. So you have every right to express how you want to express. That's what the Crumpers page is for. So shout out to the Crumpers page. Southside. That is my gorgeous.
That's a studio audience.
That is my gorgeous, beautiful.
That's a studio audience trying to.
That's my gorgeous, beautiful wife. She trying to get some D. She will. Don't even.
Shout out to Gertie.
But
shout out to Gertrude.
But just the
Gertrude Harris.
That so many people were citing before or making these crazy assumptions and condemning before the footage or proof or whatever even came out. That says so much about so many people. Like your post could have been.
In all honesty, that may have been a shock to you, but it wasn't a shock to me. Just like, Ruin called me earlier. Prissy, I just want you to know that you're still my sister. And I said, listen here, Ruin. At the end of the day, if that was your 18-year-old sister battling a nigga, and in his round he chose to put his hands around her neck, I couldn't even finish saying what I was saying.
Nope.
Ruin immediately said I would have dogged.
He would have got fucked up right then and there. It would have been a motherfucking problem if that was my daughter, my wife, I just got rage just thinking about the shit. God damn. Whoo, that couldn't have been me. However,
this guy.
The reason why I felt so weird in that environment, in that moment when that happened, let me tell you what ran across my mind.
Now,
hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Can you hear me? Do you hear me?
Do you hear niggas saying this?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay. Now, my question, now to a lot of people's perspective.
Hold on.
What's good?
Hold on. Let me finish my thought. When that happened in the session or in the battle, quote unquote, you guys have to understand where I was mentally. I got to the overhype. Before I even walked in, people were greeting me, hugging me. I didn't have to pay to get in. It was a lot of love being shown to me. A lot of love, which made me feel comfortable behaving the way that I behaved at the DC session. Mm-hmm. I was behaving that way at the overhype. At the DC session, you can dance 27 times if you want to. Mm-hmm. And I felt that vibe in there. But I was sadly mistaken. Like, it's not allowed there. I'm not allowed there. And in that moment, I saw so many pussy-ass niggas in there. You sang Judas niggas that was hugging me when I walked in here, calling me the queen, letting me in for free, yelling for me when I was getting off in the session. But now that it's time for Tight Eyex to call Miss Prissy out, you don't even know my name. He has his hands on my neck. You as black men in here are yelling and screaming at that. What does that say about you guys as a demographic? That's what I'm saying.
So in your mind, you feel like, okay, the fact that they didn't react to his hands around your neck for 0.5 kiloseconds, but they react.
No 0.5 kiloseconds. Don't play me.
But the
don't do that.
But the fact, but
because at the end of the day, it wasn't your neck.
Say, man.
Nah, I feel you.
I'm very tiny.
But the fact that
that nigga was dancing so close to me. Did you not see him?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That nigga was taunting me.
The fact that they hyped up.
Me being a lioness and you slinging that meat in front of me, I'm about to get at you.
Yeah.
And that's why I went off on him like that. You're not about to sit here and taunt me. I'm not to be taunted. You see what happened to Millie? She taunted me and I two-pieced her ass.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up too. She's taunted because a lot of people she brought that up.
Oh, Miss Prissy, bust my mouth. But you shouldn't have been coming in there acting like you was my friend, only to turn around and try to battle me using my own music out of my phone. Bitch, you got me fucked up. We on the West Coast, bitch. I'm about to sleep you in my hood.
So do you feel like you're the most disrespectful woman?
I am the most disrespectful. But you got to remember who I grew up in the game with. The same nigga that I'm in this circle beefing with. And he's disrespectful as fuck. And y'all niggas let him get away with murder. The moment that I get disrespectful, oh, Prissy is fucking crazy. She's nuts. She's this. Come on. Suck my dick. That's some lies.
And see, that's what I was gonna go. Like the fact that these people that these niggas praised or just for the simple fact that they tripped on Tight Eyex, you know, putting his hands around your neck, they felt like that was crump. What happened to the?
Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to the next session with a 38 and shoot that shit in the air and say that nah, this don't count because I'm crump right now.
I think you should get an M4 or AK-47.
Okay, now I'm with it.
Yeah. I think it should be that.
She's too little for that.
Oh, okay. Do you know how to shoot a shotgun? Can you shoot a shotgun?
Yes, I can.
See, there we go.
And that's it. That's it.
That's where it is. Well, look, this battery is about to go out, but listen, I really appreciate.
I'm over here on 7%.
I feel you. Well, I appreciate your interview, your input on the Junkyard gang, and this is the first episode. So, but more importantly, I do.
I just want to say that this is really dope what you guys are doing. Keep it up, even though this is some bullshit that you guys are covering. Keep doing this shit for the community. Go out
That's what we got to do.
On undercrumpers as well. They deserve their shine.
I believe this will truthful topics and conversation like this will bring a lot of light to the situations, and you can find out who's real about it and who's not. You can get a better understanding of what's going on, and that's just what we got here, a better understanding of why from Miss Prissy's perspective of why things happen the way they happen. So I definitely appreciate your involvement. Big shout out to you. I hope you come out to the Dirty too. Yeah, that's what that is. I appreciate it.
Can I say one thing?
What's good?
That nigga was getting off, though.
Hey, look, and see, that's another problem, bro. Because he was getting that would have been such a dope battle in my mind without your post. Initially sparking up just the controversy or the anticipation. Matter of fact, your post was probably necessary because without it, it probably would have never got shown in the first place. But that motherfucker leveled the fuck up. That shit was dope as fuck. It would have been a dope ass battle regardless. I wish the extras. I can't necessarily. I mean, your post sparked it all, but without other people's opinions and yada yada, that could have been a real dope battle just
Yeah,
to.
they could have, you know, because I was down to battle him that night. I wasn't even mad about it.
Do you want a rematch?
Do you want a rematch?
Would level me up.
Do you want a rematch? Do you want a rematch?
No, I don't even want to see his face. I wish him well. I hope he, you know, like he said to me in the text, Crump is all he has. So I see why he acts like that. It's like a poor kid with one toy. He don't want to share. I'm cool. I'm rich with gifts.
I feel you though. But listen, we appreciate your call. Wish you the best in the world. I hope to see you at the Dirty 2. I'll see you around.
Woo! Junkyard gang, JYG. For real. This is
Junkyard gang. So listen.
for real.
Shout out to Valerie.
Shout out to the plug for getting us linked in with Miss Prissy, man.
Her name is
We
Valerie.
needed that was the first interview with Miss Prissy.
Her name was Valerie
OG from
Brooks.
like way back. You know what I'm saying?
Valerie Brooks.
Yeah,
Is you gonna put a ring on it?
Hey, let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that. Cause I got my ring. I got a couple of.
She ain't even supposed to be in the show.
I need you to put a ring on it just for this episode alone.
You see how messy this shit got? We supposed to be talking about Crump. They asking me about my personal life and what I'm gonna do.
Is you gonna propose? Go ahead and propose. Make this even more exclusive than propose, bro. He don't want to propose, but
I got a
look.
whole situation. I like
Tomorrow,
do it on the fucking show.
tomorrow Valentine's Day. That's what I was just about to say. That's a perfect time to get. You see?
We gonna edit that shit out.
Nah, we
That shit
gonna
ain't even supposed to be on the fucking show.
we gonna keep that.
Edit that shit out. Fuck that shit. Say, look here.
Look, shout out to Valerie Brooks.
Yeah.
Elaine Brooks.
Challery, because we call him Chad.
Hella black, hella proud.
Yeah,
Hey, shout out to Lionheart for this dope ass hoodie.
Lionheart
Mike,
is dope.
Sarge, Flood. Hey, hit them up. Get you some Lionheart gear. It's all the way legit, man. Get you some Lionheart gear, man.
Did he pay us for that advertisement? Hey, Mike.
Nah, but I paid him for this hoodie, so
Oh, okay.
I figured I could shout him out. You know what I'm saying? He's on me.
Hey, send me a hoodie, bro. We just
Hey,
shouted you out,
Mike,
bro.
come back so we can do another fucking like karaoke and shit, bro.
Hey, I gotta admit, Mike was doing his thing in the karaoke.
Mike was killing motherfucking Busta Rhymes and I had his back, bro.
Yeah, normally, Damien be on that karaoke.
Shout out to my nigga Gemini.
Gemini.
One time for the one time.
And Kaylin.
Hey, OG.
OG.
Killer.
OG.
You know what I'm saying?
OG Mystique.
Right now, you know what I'm
He
saying?
J Dash. And Gemini is J Hook.
We got our first interview on the first show, Miss Prissy. Who's doing it like that? Nobody. All right, so therefore we're gonna move on to the next topic real quick. Shout out.
Where the sponsorships
You know what I'm
at?
saying?